Hello Virgos, it is AD with Astrology, and I'm going to be doing your monthly reading, guys. So welcome to the channel. Welcome back if you're old. Welcome if you're new. We are so happy to have you here as we grow and expand, guys. So we are going to be looking into the month of March. And we're looking from about mid-March to mid-April when the sun enters into the sidereal placement of Pisces, guys. So please keep in mind that I do subscribe to Vedic Astrology, so my placements could be different than yours. You should be watching this reading if you are a Vedic Virgo rising or Virgo moon, or if you are a Western sun in Virgo. It seems to line up. And at the end of this reading, we are going to be doing an astrological analysis, and it is going to be from the sidereal Vedic perspective. So please stay tuned from that just to get some further insight. But without any further ado, let's go ahead and hop into your reading, Virgo, and see what you got going on for this upcoming cycle. Oh, the Queen of Cups flew out quite quickly, so there could certainly be an opening of the heart chakra or heart space is kind of what I'm hearing. You could be quite smitten with somebody, or somebody could be quite smitten with you. Let's keep going. Ah, the Queen of Wands. My goodness. Okay, Virgo. Beautiful. Let's see how this unfolds. Court cards can go either way. The Six of Wands. Yes. Oh, I love this. So I just heard, Virgo, like you were, I heard two things. I heard you're on a roll, and then I heard heads will roll. So I feel like you are kicking ass and taking names, okay? So there's something about, like, I want to say coming of age, but coming of glory. Like, you're growing into yourself. I feel like you're starting to fit yourself like a glove. You're seeing the bigger picture. Yeah, the Knight of Wands. You're on fire, baby, is really what I'm hearing. Nice. The Hangman in the center, in the middle of this reading, makes complete sense. We are in Pisces season. This is the Piscean card. So happy to see us tuned in. It's all about perspective. It's all about observation. We have the Seven of Swords. Heads will roll, heads will roll, heads will roll on the floor. That's my song. Up with the head. Dance, dance, dance till you're dead. It's Heads Will Roll by the Yas, and I'll take the remix. I love that song in any fashion and form it comes in. Boom! Is that the Empress I see? Oh my goodness. It's so funny that the Hangman is in the middle of this reading because there's so much action that's happening around it. And I feel like that's telling me that you're sitting from your throne and you're just calling the shots. You are calling the shots, Virgo. You are clearing a path for yourself. The Queen of Swords. Ah, what is this reading? Oh my goodness. And I really want to say that I feel like, in a way, Virgo, this could be a whole bunch of different people. It could be, but I feel like it's really you using all of your talents and all the different versions of yourself. You know, being Mercurial ruled, Virgo, you are so fluid and flexible. I always compare Virgos to clay. You can be molded, you can be built up, you can be flattened, you can be, you know, whatever. As long as you're moist, you know, then you can become whatever anybody wants you to be, essentially. You have Pisces in the 7th house, which we're going to talk about later. But, you know, when it comes to your relationships, people can project and fantasize onto you so many different ways. And for what it's worth, you can interpret and move in so many different ways, particularly with males. A lot of the male actors that we see, George Clooney, he's the first one that came to mind, but there's a few other of them. Virgo moon males who are great actors because they can just flow into whatever they need to be. Virgos are great actors too. So I just wanted to say that. I don't know why, but I feel like all these different versions of these queens are you, and they're molding into one. For some of you, it could be other people. People are trying to threaten the kingdom, but you're just not having it. You see them coming a mile away. It's like you're so prepared for battle. You're so prepared for war. People have been plotting behind your back. You have the receipts. You have the facts. Oh my gosh. It's the Justice card for me. It's the Justice card for me. And then we have the Seven of Pentacles coming out. And so there is something here where I feel like, Virgo, I'm preparing you, or this reading is preparing you for battle, because you're going to be up against some people who are, you know, in a sense, I don't want to say plotting against you, because that seems really too extreme, but like just want to question your authority. You know what I'm saying? Like they just want to question your authority and you're just not having it. And I feel like you see them coming again from miles and miles and miles away. And when the time comes to act, even though it might not be the right time, because I do sense a little bit of caution here with the Hangman, there will be, and you are going to set the record straight. You're going to set the balance straight. So really strong emphasis on partnerships, really strong emphasis on contracts coming together, meeting people. So you're shining when it comes to just leveling the playing field. Because I'm also hearing I'm every woman. Like you just are able to use all these different facets of yourself. You know when to be sweet, you know when to be a little rowdy, you know when to be calculated and cold and distant, you know, and all of this strategy is aligning into itself. It's morphing into itself for you to be victorious over anything that is trying to be formed against you. Like no weapon formed against you shall prosper. And so this is a bit of a warning. This does heed a bit of a warning, but it's nothing to be afraid about, Virgo, because you win. If there's a winner here, it's absolutely you. And at the bottom of the deck, didn't even see it, we have the Star card. So you are shining so bright right now. I feel like you're attracting so much attention. There's going to be so many opportunities that are brought in for you. And your brain is just moving like a mile a minute. I do feel like this is the only thing, this inner world here, the Knight of Wands, Queen of Wands, Seven of Swords to the Queen of Swords. I do feel like this is where the gossipiness comes in. There are some people who could be communicating or chatting about you, and it's two. They're coming in pairs. And so just, I want to say with the Hangman in the middle, just trust your instinct, trust your wherewithal, trust your inner knowing, because you know who this person is. And I do feel like your best bet for anybody who's coming at you with negative or you just trying energy, I guess, respond with a level of kindness, but also, because the Queen of Cups, like she's kind, but the Queen of Cups also houses Scorpio, and the Empress is no joke either. So I do feel like your best bet is to kill with kindness. Like it's not, you know, if it was the Queen of Wands was here, then I would say, you know, fight them. No, I'm just kidding. But if the Queen of Wands was here, then I would say, you know, address it head on. If the Queen of Swords was here, I would say, you know, bite their freaking head off, just dead it. Because the Queen of Cups is here, is asking you to be a little bit more nuanced than that. And perhaps that's why the Seven of Pentacles is here, because you're going to have to be very fluid in how you, you know, protect yourself from this energy. And I feel like there's just a level of needing to wait it out. Perhaps you don't need to act in any irrational way, because I feel like they're just going to, I don't know, out themselves and get rid of themselves, and then you'll be able to look like the innocent person that you absolutely are. Because at the end of the day, when they can't come up and be like, she did this, she did that, or he did this, he did that, they're just gonna be like, I didn't say anything. They were plotting up against me. I didn't say. I heard it. I kept it moving. I didn't engage. And so all of this is news to me. I don't know what's going on, but you know, you were behind it the entire time. I see you, Virgo. But I really do think that that's your advice. You know, move these chess pieces. I'm telling you, heads will roll. Heads will roll. Heads will roll on the floor. I love that song. So you win. That's what I will say. Whatever is formed against you, at this point in time, you see it clearly, you know it's coming, and you're going to be the victorious one in all of this. So it really isn't anything to worry or be ashamed about or be afraid about, because you have the Empress on your side. All right, so let's go ahead and see what your heart... Ooh. Yeah, your mind... Oops, man... Ah, yay. Okay, man. And then your actions. Nice. What's with the tree and the whip? Okay, so Virgo, I am getting this combination right here is telling me please be very careful and mindful of your health. Do not let stress overpower you. Please rest. Take naps. Do not overwork yourself. So there could be a level of pause, especially if you're coming into a level of extreme power. This is the perfect time for you to rest so you don't burn yourself out. So I can see some health conflicts coming up. Nothing serious. I'm not getting anything serious. I'm getting that you have to take care of yourself. If you don't slow yourself down, then the universe will. So just be mindful of that. But we're not focusing on that. That's not the main course of this reading. I just see it, so I says it. We have here with your heart. I do feel like there is a little fogginess about your communication, your group, your circle. Like I said, I do feel like there could be some gossip about you and you're just weeding it out. But trust and believe that it is going to reveal itself soon enough and you will be able to act however you need to act, however you need to maneuver in order for you to be the victorious and the winning one at all of this. So it truly isn't anything to worry about. I do certainly see a new beginning with a masculine energy here. Like I said, with the Queen of Cups, I definitely feel like you could be smitten with somebody. I do feel like a new relationship could be starting. It might be the very, very beginning of one, but I see a new relationship starting. Really fun, really playful, really light. In fact, that could be an issue, or you started a new relationship and it could be presenting an issue into your social circle. For some of you, that could be the case where like you just got into a new relationship, then you have some friends who are gossiping. For others of you, I do feel like this is in a work setting, so it just depends. And yeah, I do feel like there is something that's coming in and spirit just wants you to not act and take it slow. So this seems like a very passive time period for you, my Virgo people, especially with the Hangman in the middle. There's a lot of coming together. There's a lot of joining and uniting within yourself and just understanding how powerful you are as an individual, which we adore. So there's a lot of that. But on the other side of the coin too, there is a little bit of fog because now that you're like this newer person, how are people going to treat you? And so spirit is just saying you just have to see where the cards fall when the smoke clears. And yeah, I can dig it. Can you dig it? I can dig it, Virgo. I like this. And at the bottom of the Lenormand, we do have the mountain. So I do feel like you are overcoming and conquering certain goals. For some of you guys, you could be traveling. And if you do travel, I feel like it would be to see an old male friend. So some of you could be running into an old male friend and it's nothing but love. Okay. So now we're going to move into the oracle part of your reading. My awesome friend got me this really cool color deck. So I love using it. So we're going to do 3 of those and then we're going to end on an oracle card and then we'll move into the astrological analysis and we'll be out of here. So yay, love. Yeah, I do feel like for some of you guys, it's funny how these cards have been reading today because we've been covering a lot in a little bit of time. My space is so fudged up on my phone, so I have to like push through these. But I do want to say, although there's like this shadiness, I do want to go back to the original thought. My original take was just like, you are really coming into yourself. Your heart chakra, your heart space is opening. You are feeling so sexy and magnificent with the Empress and all of these queens. You are every woman. I feel like you are finally appreciating your journey as a feminine Virgo, regardless of how you identify. You know, I just feel like your feminine energy, your way to receive, the way that you are able to calculate, the way that you are able to be smart, the way that you are able to camouflage and disguise yourself. You are just wearing it like a freaking crown, as you should. And so I do imagine that there is a lot of love that's coming in towards you because you're giving a lot of love to yourself. Like I said, there are BS people in this reading, but I really feel like you are a version of all of these queens summarizing into the Empress. 3 queens equals an Empress, right? And so there's this really awesome, beautiful side of you that can open up. And so choose love, rule with love, particularly again, as these negative energies are coming in towards you. As long as you choose love, you are golden, okay? And continue to love yourself and to cherish your body so you can avoid any health issues that might come up due to stress. And then we have this beautiful illumination card. And I feel like you're being illuminated to yourself. You're being illuminated to realities. And this beautiful orange card is giving me the solar plexus energy. So this is all about the ego, how you feel about yourself and about your power of creativity. So some of you guys could be feeling extremely creative too. Use it. This is a great time to plant those seeds right now. Ooh, and then we have mystery. Interesting. So I think that you hold a lot of mystery. Continue being a mystery. Play it, like I said, the less you say, the better. And I feel like this even comes into your dating. I feel like some of you, I just got the image of like the femme fatale. Like you were just in this really sexy, beautiful energy, you know, where you get to play this character or this version of yourself that is kind of like, you know, giving me a little bit of Catwoman, giving me a little bit of, I was going to say Eartha Kitt, that kind of sly, slinky feeling where people are just so generous and drawn to you and they want to know more. So I feel like you are a mystery and people want to illuminate that mystery. And I feel like the other side of that is there are going to be mysteries that are revealed to you. So things that were in the dark are also going to be brought to light and you will know how to act accordingly. Like I said, any weapon that has been formed is going to be... it will not prosper, point blank, period. And then we have round and round 25. So I do imagine this 25 is so interesting because normally this is the world card and round completes that it's an ongoing cycle. But normally the world symbolizes a closing of a cycle. And so I'm inclined to say that this is the closing of a cycle. You are closing something in your life and merging all of these different versions of yourself, all of these different experiences that you've had and putting them into one awesome, spectacular individual that does not take any BS from anyone. And that's super beautiful. So now let's go ahead and move into the astrological analysis, guys. But thank you so much for joining me. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Check out my description box. You can follow me on any of my other social media accounts. And check out my music, guys. I just put out a little EP. I like it a whole bunch. I would love to share it with you. So yeah, all that is in the description box below. And I'd also like you to drop a little sun in the description box with me if this resonates, because I do feel like you're bright. You're bright and sunny and you're shining really, really bigly, as a former president used to say. All right, so let's get into it. Virgo, the sun is in Pisces, your 7th house of relationships. Be careful not to be too domineering or overpowering when it comes to others. Even though you may have to take the lead, remember to not be a tyrant. Or you could feel as if you're lost in some sort of relationship or partnership. Remember to set the necessary boundaries so people aren't overstepping. Jupiter and Mercury are going to be in Aquarius, your 6th house of daily routines, debts, and enemies. Be mindful. You could be attracting unexpected jealousy and competition. Do you, but remain humble. You could experience some new health issues, so please drink plenty of water and be careful when working with your hands and feet. Great time to read or write a book, get lost in your fantasies, and write about them. Speaking of writing and creativity, Mars, Venus, and Saturn will be occupying Capricorn, your 5th house of creativity. Think outside the box, Virgos. Use your creative gifts for escape and expression. This is a great time to discipline yourself enough to sit down and execute your creative visions. Stop putting it off. Do it now. This could be music, photography, dance, fashion, film, whatever. Just enjoy the gifts that you have. Okay, so I did this a few days ago, so it's funny to see how it lines up. Perfect. Please check your health, Virgos. It's not you. It's just your chart. It's just the transit. So please be mindful of any health. Stress is going to work against you. Like I said, you are going to be attracting all kinds of people. I like that the reminder came in at the end of the reading that was like, hey, heads are going to roll. You are definitely in a super powerful position and you hold a lot of power. Just remember to rule with some level of kindness, because honestly, the people who are trying to challenge you are not even on your level. And so if you go for the throat, which you absolutely can, it'll just teeter on bullying because you're so unmatched. So just please be mindful that people are coming at you, but you can squash them like a bug. So do it with love and compassion. That's what I got, Virgos. Okay, so thank you so much. Please don't forget to drop a sun for me if this resonated. I appreciate you. Like, share, and subscribe, and peace until next time. Love you.